Once we have worked on the beliefs and I have helped you recover your sense of the present, the next step is for you to recover your future. This is the projection phase that I call it. Therefore, the first thing you should do is think about what you would like to achieve in general in your life. Do you have a purpose? Any project that would make you feel fulfilled in life? If you've always wanted to write a novel or learn how to paint a painting, now is the time to do it. As you can infer, here loneliness becomes an ally for you, because it will give you the time to transform into who you really want to be. Maybe you want to learn an art or do some type of a sport. Well, you can get all this now. But the idea is that you think, define, accept, and have the courage to do what you have always wanted to do. This has a dual purpose. On the one hand, you are going to become stronger than you were in the past. And second, what do you think will happen to you if you develop a new skill? Well, you will become more attractive to potential partners you want to have in the future. That's not the purpose of this. The idea here is that you can be happy for yourself. But the truth is that this process of doing what you want is also what will allow you to have something more to give to that person who will be by your side in the future. Something for which not only that person will value you, but also for which you will give yourself more value. And that's why the next thing I want you to think about is what kind of life you would like to have. And by that, I mean where you would like to live. What house would you like to have? Where on the planet would you like to be? What would happen if I told you that there's not only one lifestyle, but that the type of life and therefore the happiness that one has depends on each one of us? I'll give you an example. One of my clients had the type of life that we all believe one should have to be happy. He had a house, a wife, and cars. He got divorced, he lost everything. And at one point, I asked him this question: what would you do if you could choose how to live? He told me that he would buy a boat in which he would live, traveling through different fjords around the world. It was precisely at that moment that he realized that no one was stopping him. And indeed, he did. He bought the boat, went to live exploring the fjords, and found the partner of his dreams, a person who wanted the same lifestyle. If you notice, this has nothing to do with the life that others impose on us. So, I want you to project what your ideal life would be like, because that will allow you to see that your self esteem does not depend on the breakdown, but on the life that you are going to build for yourself. And that is why the third part of the projection consists of thinking about what type of activities you would like to do. For example, in the case of my client who went to live on the boat, he always wanted to dedicate himself to photography. And for this reason, he took photography courses. He learned about what type of cameras he could use in his hobby. And to this day, he enjoys doing what he likes. Even the jobs he does in the present are related to his passion. Therefore, the idea here is that in addition to projecting the type of life you would like to have, you should also think about what activities you would like to do in your daily life, which would be those that would make you feel as if you had a real purpose in your life. And that is why, to finish, here I am going to give you the shortcut so that you can recover your self-esteem as quickly as possible in case you lose it due to a relationship breakup. I want you to think about what your ideal future self would be like if you experience a relationship breakup again in the future. What is that person who is yourself and who is the best version of who you can be if you reach that point where you have become who you have always wanted? I am sure that as soon as you projected that person into your psyche, some kind of sensation arose in your body. That is the energy that emanates from your ideal self, the best version of yourself, and I want you to take that energy and soak in it to feel it running through your entire body. You already know that person hasn't gone anywhere. He is always with you because he is nothing other than a projection of everything great you are and everything great you can be. Therefore, your self esteem never went anywhere. It has always been with you, which is what we have recovered throughout this entire process.